In this video segment, I'd like to discuss setting up the running gear for using the tool in its 1-inch or basic configuration. This is suitable for running through the bit in AQ or any size larger. If you've received the system in this setup, which is good to a depth of 650 meters, that's measured vertically, it's the water pressure equivalent that's important. You will receive the instrument as well as two spring-loaded snubbers and a number of aluminum extension rods. The bullnose snubber is screwed on to the bottom of the instrument. This snubber serves to protect the instrument from the shock of going through the bit when it hits the kerf, the inside kerf of the bit. Please just tighten this up by hand. No wrenches. Again, a reminder that the joint at the center of the tool should only be done hand tight, and a light hand tight, not very hard. The inline shock absorber is screwed into the top of the tool. This shock absorber serves to protect the tool from latching shock when the extension rods and the landing system stop inside the drill rods. Above this, you would screw in a series of extension rods. Since this tool is magnetically oriented, the objective is to get the tool into a position as far as possible from the drill rods, which of course are magnetic. We like to see the tool at least 20 feet in front of the bit. We provide usually 6 to 8 extension rods, which gives you 36 to 48 feet of extension rods. So this is the configuration for a 1-inch diameter setup. To assist you in assembling a long string of extension rods, the extension rods have holes at the midpoint and near the upper end. These can be used to stick a pin of some sort through to prevent the rods from dropping down into the rods during assembly. In this segment, I'd like to take you through the assembly of the running gear for the pressure barrel configuration of the MI3 borehole survey tool. If you are using a pressure barrel, you will have received the instrument, a pressure barrel, and a number of aluminum extension rods. To insert the instrument into the pressure barrel, you remove the lower part of the pressure barrel. This lower section contains a spring-loaded shock absorber which supports the instrument inside the pressure barrel. The instrument will have come equipped with a T-slot at the bottom, which engages with the T-slot adapter on the top of this shock absorber, providing support for the instrument. You then slide this whole assembly up inside the pressure barrel and tighten the bottom. Hand tight torque is sufficient here. Please do not use wrenches, or damage to the pressure barrel may result. If you are using a system where orientation of the tool face of the tool or high side of the tool is important, for instance in wedging work, you may notice that you will probably not have the bullnose on the pressure barrel. This will be attached to a mule shoe. The tool, the high side of the tool, is marked by this X stamped at the bottom of the survey tool. If that X is pointing straight up, the tool will read 0 for its high side orientation. The alignment of the other components downstream of here can be adjusted at this point here. There is a nut that can be loosened with a wrench, and it allows you to rotate the bottom of the pressure barrel relative to the tool and lock the two in that orientation. The aluminum extension rods screw into the top of the pressure barrel. It's a 1-inch NC thread. You can use wrenches here. To assist in assembly of the string of extension rods, we supply 6 to 8 extension rods. There are holes at the midpoint and top of the extension rod through which you can put a pin, a long screwdriver, or section of rod to keep the extension rods from falling down in the rods. We like to see the instrument out through the bit at least 20 feet in front of the bit. Each of the extension rods is 6 feet long, nominally.